Okay, so I want to show you how to turn in your introduction video. There are two file types that I need. I need a zip file of your completed work, and I need an MP4 file. Now I've shown you how to do MP4s. I'm assuming you know how to do it. I'll go over it just real quickly so that you know. The zip file is a little different because it's going to depend on what computer you're on, what type of computer as to how to do it. So I'll try to demonstrate it here on my PC, and I'll explain how to do it on a Mac. Now, if you're on something different from those, it might be a little bit different. Google is your friend. Learn to troubleshoot, okay? So let's look at our overall file. 15 points of your overall grade is that you have your zip file with the root folder and an MP4. Now that root folder is going to allow me to open up your project like this so that I can actually see what it is you've created. And without that, I really can't judge if you've done some of the techniques that I've asked. I can see some things in the MP4 and I'll be able to grade some things based on the MP4, but not everything. So you'll lose points if I don't have that zip file, okay? So let's look at how to do that real quick. First, I'm going to open up my folder and give it a look, okay? This is my Audio and Essentials. Yours will look something similar to this. In this folder should be every video, every audio, every still shot, every file that you have put into that Premiere project should be in this folder and linked to that Premiere project. If it's showing up red here saying media missing, it's unlinked and you'll need to link it, okay? In order to do that, go to File. Where is it? Where did it go? Uh-oh. I lost it, babe. Oh. Blind, it was right here. In order to link your media, you'll need to go have your audio or your project panel selected. Go to File, Link Media. So make sure that you've linked all your media here. Now, if you've done that, all of these files should be linked to your Premiere Pro project. Now, a lot of you will think to turn in just this file here, but this file means nothing to me without all of the extra stuff linked to it. If I get just this file, what I'm going to get is a file with all your cuts and edits, but it's going to say media missing all over the place. That's no good for me either. Okay, so I need this whole folder. So in order to do that, I'll look at my folder here and I will zip this file. I'll right click on it or control click. And then I will go to send to and then compressed zipped folder. Okay. Now when you do this, it's going to create a new file here. This file should be called your name-intro, just like we named in our visual design classes. So right here is your zipped file. You should see a little zipper on it. Now, if you're on a Mac, it's going to be a little different. You're going to right click on that folder and it's just going to say compress towards the top. Look for the word compress, click on that, and that will create your zip folder. It will look a little different from this, okay? Now, when you go up here and hit submit, what you're going to try to submit is this one zipped folder, and then you should have an MP4 saved in your actual folder of your final project. So make sure you turn that in as well. Now, in order to make the MP4, you'll need to have your timeline selected here. Go up to File, Export Media, or if you look at the shortcut, it's Control or Command M. I'll click on that. I want to make sure my format is saved to H.264. We're always using H.264 unless I say anything differently, okay? The only other thing I might use is QuickTime, which creates a .mov file. But right now, H.264. You'll need to make sure right here where it says source range that you have got your entire sequence. And then where it says output name, click on that and you'll name this appropriately. Your name dash what it is, intro. Make sure you're saving this into your folder. So check your desktop. I'm going into the Audio and Essential Graphics. I'll save it there. And then I will hit export. Now about your exporting, it may run really slow. These computers, some of the computers you have are not going to move as quick as this one. Exporting can take a while. I understand that. Just let it go, forget about it for a little while, come back, check on it, okay? Now when it exports, it's going to create that MP4 file inside of that folder. So you will turn in this MP4 file and this zip. If you click submit up here, it'll give you an option to add another file. You need to add another file so that I get two things here. I can't grade it properly without both, okay? Once you've done that, your next assignment will be to go in here and complete the critique. So underneath modules, you'll find the intro video critique. Now for this, you'll need to hit reply. And right here, it's got an option that says recorded or upload media. Click on that, upload, and drag your MP4 here. And in fact, I'll show you how to do that real quick. I'll drag my MP4 there and hit submit. And it'll put my video here. Underneath this video, so I'll click to the side and just hit enter. I'll finish out by completing these 5 questions. What is the hardest part of this project? What could you have done better, etc. Complete this. You will also need to reply to 3 other students with thoughtful comments about their work. Watch the videos that show up here. Say, how did you do that? I don't understand how you created that effect. I like that you included this. This really shows me how helpful this is. That transition at 5 seconds was really cool. I haven't seen that before. What is that transition called? How did you create this color effect over the whole thing that makes it so warm toned? Ask questions, make statements about the videos. Do not say, yeah, that's cool, or awesome. That's not going to count as a reply. You have to have 3 thoughtful replies. Think about the critiques we've done before. This needs to be a little bit more extensive, okay? Because I'm not asking you questions here. They're giving you answers. You reply to those answers or reply to that video, okay? Once you've got that, hit post reply and then continue on checking other people's work. You'll have a little bit of time to work on this and to answer to people because it's not going to come up immediately. Make sure you check these rubrics. I don't create these for no reason. This is the exact way I grade. If I see these things, then it's an easy way to mark. If you're missing something or something's not quite right, there will be categories that will break that down. So make sure you have turned everything into me, double check this rubric, and make sure that everything is correct, okay? If you've got that, you've completed your first video successfully in this class, and we will continue on to more and more videos. Every one will need a zip file and an MP4, so get used to this now so that you don't have a problem with it later. Every one of them will have a critique that you will need to complete, so get used to this idea of critiquing each other's work. Stay positive, don't go to the negative side of things, all right? If you have questions, reach out. Be good.